Good morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Nice hit on Tesla. We hit Tesla yesterday, bought them, sold them. SPX, nice trade at the end of the day, 3 to 6.6. But you got to be ready. They close at zero. Have to trade them, have to be ready, have to have your orders in. Can't just think you're just going to hold everything forever. And that's what I know. Okay? Netflix way up. I don't know what these guys are saying. I'm not seeing it, but it's okay. Let it go up because it was shorted again. Think about what they did. So they got 300 million, 230 million users. Let's say 100 million of those people, just making up stuff, 100 million of those people have some of their kids using them, and they may live somewhere else. Somebody else is using them, password sharing. Okay? 100 million. Okay? So 3% of that is 3 million. So 3 million new people signed up for their service. So they charge them extra $5, $6, whatever it is, $3, whatever. Then you have a bunch of people that quit, and you have a bunch of people that signed up for the $5.99, $7.99, whatever. Explain to me. Somebody needs to explain this to me. Oh, hold on a second. I did hit star one, right? Hold on. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay, just double check. You guys can hear me, correct? Yes. Somebody say yes. Nobody's saying anything. You can hear me, right? There you go. Okay. So explain to me how you grow your business 8 million users and you don't beat revenue. Your revenue is less. And the stock goes way up because they're raising prices. Now, here, we know this. They're going to raise prices, $1, $2, whatever they are. And then next year they're going to raise prices again. They're going to raise prices again. And at some point, they become cable, and everybody tells cable to F off. Think about things like Frontier Communications and Spectrum. Think about things that they do. You can go out there and get Spectrum Internet for $39.95. They give you a deal. You get it for $39.95, and you pay every month on time, and you never miss a payment for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. But then after a year or 2 years, they raise your price. Meanwhile, they raise your price $10 or $15, and they piss you off. Okay? I'm just telling you reality. Nobody talks reality like that. And they piss you off. Meanwhile, they're sending you things in the mail because they don't know who you are. They don't even know how to do that simple scan. Or they're putting stuff on Twitter saying, get internet for $39.95. So you call them up and you tell them, because I've done this, say, I'm going to leave. I've been with you for 2 years. You raised my price $15. And the reason I do this is because I have 3 internets, okay, guys? I have 3 of them. I pay for 3 of them. Why do I pay for 3? Just in case something goes out. If Time Warner goes out, Spectrum goes out, Frontier goes out. No, not all of them go out. So you always have internet, so you can always trade, okay? So anyway, so you call them up, and they say, well, we raised our prices, okay? But you have this promotion. Yeah, we can't give you the promotion unless you leave for 15 days. So you have to cancel and then sign back up 15 days later. Now, what kind of CEO would do something like this? You got to be an absolute moron. And that's why these companies are always getting trouble. Let me give you another story about Verizon. This is the funniest thing ever. When I moved to this house in 1987, I've never moved since, okay? I got Verizon phone, and it was $6, $7, $8, $10, who knows? It goes up to $40. This was about 8 years ago, maybe 8 years ago. And I call them, I said, you keep raising mine, and I see you're offering on your website $19 instead of $40. They say yes. They say yes. And I said, well, this is a landline. On top of that, I don't even use the landline, okay? Landline. And they say, yeah. I say, I've been with you for 30 years. Oh, thank you for 30 years. We're raising your rates. But you're giving new people a lower rate, and I've never missed a payment in 30 years. Okay, transfer me to somebody that knows something. So, I mean, this is funny. I did this. So then I got transferred all the way up to the CEO's desk because I know you go do it. Let me tell you, if you ever need any, something very, if you ever have an issue with any company, go look up who the CEO is, get the corporate number, and ask to talk to the CEO. They'll send you to executive support, and everything gets handled. Okay? So anyway, so I talked to the CEOs that said, no, we made a decision to do this. So you want to lose me as a customer, and you want to go find somebody else that doesn't use your service. This is what people do. This is fascinating to me, how ridiculous this stuff is. And this is why companies fail. This is why they all fail. Why not have, this is so simple to me. Why not have, this guy's been with us for 5 years, he gets another discount. He can never have it he can never be lower than our new customers. Everybody said, well, we give new customers a deal. That's bullshit. Not for a year, 2 years. When somebody tells you. So this is Netflix. So now let's go back to Netflix. This is Netflix. I mean, I'm telling you, they didn't get any new customers at all. All they did is create new accounts. And they had people lose. The only way the math works is people left and paying less, or you have to get more revenue. If 10 million people, 8 million people sign up, even $5 a month, that's $50 million. 8 times 5, $40 million more. You would beat by 40 million. They didn't beat. Okay? Then they tell you, this ad thing. Our ad subscribers went up 70%. See, this is the problem with Wall Street. 70% of nobody is nobody. Okay, so that's my take on Netflix. Okay, let's go to Tesla. So Elon, I'm telling you, you may like Elon, you may hate Elon. I actually like Elon. I like Jim Cramer. I don't care. I'm different than a lot of you guys. I don't care if they're right or wrong on whatever. I'm just looking for information, then I make my own decisions. Okay? Elon tells me in 2017 he's going to have FSD. And I say, it's not approved in any city. It's going to take 10 years. And then he charges 1,000, then 2,000, then 10,000, and then 15,000, and a bunch of people pay for it. And I'm just laughing. He talks about robo-taxis and everything's going to change. It's not. The world changes slowly. Okay? He tells you in 2019, send me $1,000. I'm going to take you $1,000. 1 million people. So what is that? 1 million times 1,000. 1 million orders times $1,000. 1 million, 10 million, 100 million, $1 billion. Jesus. They took in $1 billion and then interest on $1 billion. And they say, I'm going to sell you a car in a year or two. 2021, no car. 2022, no car. 2023, still no car. Then he says, we're going to have trouble building it after saying, we're going to build millions of these. You're having trouble building something that you're going to mold in a press. I'm confused. Okay? Interesting. And yesterday he got honest and he took it way down. And let me tell you, one day he's going to get honest and he's going to say, FSD won't be here till 3030 minimum. and the stock is going to crater like you can't believe. Now, nobody says Tesla's not going to go to 10,000. It probably will in 30, 35, 30, 40, who knows? But Elon may not even be there. He may be on Mars. Who the hell knows? Don't know. Okay? SPX went positive. Okay. So just understand this. Okay? Tesla, the last time it missed, just last quarter, it dropped 20 plus that day. So that puts it at a 40.22, somewhere in there. I mean, 222. That's going to take our 220s up to $5. Grand slam. That's what Sam does. Logic. Now, yesterday somebody's telling me everybody in my neighborhood is buying Teslas. They're so cheap. Here's the thing, guys. Think. A car that you could buy at a $50,000 car you could buy at 0% interest or 1% interest for the last 10 years is now 8% interest. I don't care if you're spending $30,000 on the car because he lowered the car $10,000. You're still paying interest on $30,000. This is very simple to me. This is not hard. And you will lose money if you don't understand. If rates go to 8%, 10%, 13% way back when, cars will quit selling. They'll be selling less. They'll be making less margin. Houses will be selling lower. People will make less on them. It's just fact. Okay? That's what happens. Now, nobody's saying it's going to happen, but sure looks like it's going to happen. Okay? Today, see if Tesla breaks 220. If it does, they're going to take it to 209. Then it becomes a 1 to 10, 1 to 11. Okay? NASDAQ. When you guys play NASDAQ, when I play NASDAQ, the way NASDAQ moves, you got to take doubles, triples, 4X, 5X, 6X. Because there's days that you're going to catch it. There's days that you're not. That's just how it works. Same thing with SPX. Don't think you're going to go buy SPX at $3, sell it at $4, buy it at $3, sell it at $4, and then the next day you're going to buy it at $3, it goes to 0, you're down. Doesn't work that way. Okay? Avago. I don't know what's going on with Avago. They posted that they're going to close the deal. Now, here's the issue. They do, 30 to 40% of their sales are to China. If they close the deal, does China get pissed off and say, you can't sell to China? I have no idea. I'm just telling you all the scenarios. Okay? This is what Sam tells you. Teaches you how to think. And the stock craters. Or did they already tell them, yes, we're going to approve the deal in a week or two, and you can go ahead and say you're going to close the deal. We're going to approve it. We just haven't published it. Maybe. Very possible. Okay? So very, very interesting. Does it run? Who knows? Okay? NVIDIA. So from what I'm hearing in NVIDIA, and I did a bunch of research while waiting for the game to start yesterday, is NVIDIA for the next 3 quarters is completely sold out. Massive orders next 3 quarters. Okay? So in theory, they're going to beat and they're going to guide up. But then after 3 quarters, do they have an issue? I don't know. Okay? I don't know. But technically, because you got to look at stuff from every angle. If it takes out 400 and 391, it's 365. It just is. Doesn't mean it stays there. ISRG earnings today, then we see. Lam Research, they guided just below the midpoint and it craters. But the CEO says this: revolutionary changes are coming in the world. We know this. Things that are interesting to me. SMCI, it's down from 340. It's up from 230. But every computer SMCI makes, they put in more memory. So how can memory be going lower? It means they're selling less memory? Maybe. Very possible. Things to look at. Trying to teach you guys how to think. Goldman Sachs, and everybody says IPOs are coming. Goldman Sachs did 2 big IPOs. And they don't do good. So your company depends on IPOs. IPOs come, and you still don't do good. Somebody's paying less for an IPO. They're telling you to F off on your charges. Isn't that interesting? Housing, if you look at Bank of America, they have $130 billion in unrealized losses. Now, I'm not a bear. I'm just telling you what you need to look at. You got to look at everything. And Sam looks at everything every day. Today, it's ridiculously simply stupid. I mean, simply simple. If TNX, which is a 10-year, breaks 5%, we break 4,300. That's it. It's that simple. Now, yields are they're falling right now because of the jobs. So things are getting better. If the rates break 5%, maybe it doesn't happen till Monday or Tuesday or maybe next week or maybe it never happens. But if it breaks 5%, we're going to crater. Very simple. Maybe we can play upside for 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, 10 days. Maybe. And then back down. Don't know. Let's see. We're sitting on nice Avago, and Tesla's going to go lower all day long. And that's it. Very straightforward. Okay, let's get started. Good morning, everybody. SPX up 7. Jobs number came in good. Rates are going lower. That's bullish. How far do we go? Remember, this is option expiration week. You always have a bad day. You had a couple. You always have a good day. You haven't had one yet. Well, you did Monday. Well, let's see if this pops all the way back to 43.52. Very possible. But for that to happen, you have to have things go in tandem. NVIDIA is now going. It's up 7. That means Avago should be up 20. That means Lam Research should go positive. In tandem. If PanW is moving, CrowdStrike should be moving, and Zscaler is moving. If one is not moving, that's telling you it's not in play. It's news independent. Okay? SPX 43.52. Big number, underneath 4,300. Avago, 899, 916, 922. NVIDIA, 432, 439, underneath 409. ISRG earnings today, 300. Goldman Sachs, 306. Lam Research, 642, 651, underneath 609. Lilly didn't pop yesterday, so be very, very careful. If this gets sub 600, it can be 591 and 582 instantaneously. And the last time it did that, it didn't move for 5 to 6 weeks. So 6 weeks of dead and he'll take your money to the upside. Don't get stuck. Snowman MDB will move on Microsoft and AWS earnings on what cloud does. If cloud has growth, they will go up. If cloud is weak, they will go down. Netflix, 406, 422, underneath 381. SMCI, 300, it's strong. They don't have an issue selling to China. But doesn't mean their business is great. I think it is. But we'll see. Okay? But we told you, these things, stocks go up and stocks go down. Nothing goes up straight. Okay? NOC, going to be off the screen after today. It's not moving. It's done. They're not moving. 496, LMT, 452. Look, these are stocks we played because of the war, but if they're not moving, they're done. I mean, you can't play these things. Don't play shit that doesn't move. You will get beat up. Okay? NOW, 582. Microsoft, Strong again. Yesterday went negative. 336. Tesla. 222, 216, 209. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Think about it. That's what we know. That's what we know. Comments, treasuries. That's a question. This is my focus for Tesla. I assume Kathy will be buying. Absolutely, at some point. But here's the thing. If Tesla tells you everything is going to be great, we're going to take margin, and we're going to take profit share, and we're going to do great, and our company is going to be the biggest company in the world, but it's not going to happen for 5 years, are you going to buy the stock? Maybe. Other people are going to say, I'll buy it the first time it goes up 20. Outside of that, I'm just going to keep my money and use it in something else. Right? Very interesting. In theory, this 222 breaks. And then we see. Okay? That's what we know. Thanks, everyone. See you in chat.